What is up, guys and girls? Welcome to episode number 123 of The Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Now, those of you familiar with the podcast know that we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe before we actually get into the review itself. Today's a little bit different in the sense that we've technically got 2 weeks to cover, because last week was a pre-record. In fact, last week we wanted to do this, but we couldn't record on the Friday, and this came out on the Friday. It was a whole thing, but that's fine. Go back and watch Gamma versus Virus, because we had to.
Yeah. And the only thing we talked about for our weeks was the one thing that we both watched, which was the belated Hell of a Boss Season 1 finale.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be talking about a bit more than just that. Well, we won't be talking about Hell of a Boss at all. We've talked about that. It's done. It's in the books. Rick, how's your week's been, buddy?
Well, what I've managed to do for myself is I've restarted Pokemon Clover, which is something that I talked about last year.
That's the 4chan one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. There's been an update. I don't know what's in the update, apart from the fact that early game availability seems to be more broad, which is great, because there's some good designs, there's some only offensive designs, there are some duds, but generally, it's a very well put together ROM hack.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Nothing's changed then. That's pretty much echoing your thoughts from last year.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is use things that I didn't use last time.
That's fair. That's one of the fun things with Pokemon. I don't really do ROM hacks like you do, but I do know with Scarlet and Violet, I tried very hard to have Pokemon in my team that I either don't normally use or exclusively new.
And also on the Pokemon train, I have been reviving my alt account on my Switch, because I think I talked about this before, but I found out that you can use Pokemon Home with a non-paid account. So I'm going around and harvesting my alt account to get things that are unique, interesting, and otherwise desirable for global trades.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully I'll have myself a fair few things to chuck up on the internet without, resorting to actual hacking. However, the other thing that I've done is I've managed to watch both of Netflix's newish things, the Tear Along the Dotted Line sequel, This World Can't Tear Me Down, and Human Resources Season 2. And I adore both of these series.
Yeah, I've not watched either. Human Resources on my radar. The Tear Across Dotted Line thing's been on my radar for a while. It's just one of those where I can't half-ass watching something with subtitles.
Yeah, I cheated. I just listened to the English version, the one that's got James Acaster. Apparently he's not in the credits, but it's very definitely James Acaster.
I don't know why he's not in the credits, because I don't know if the dub was available earlier, but they've now got a separate entry for the dub where they very much go, it's James Acaster.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, it's so obviously him, and then when you get to the credits, he ain't there. There's got some other guy just there as the Armadillo Man. But yeah, season 2 of that is, I'd say, of the two things, This World Can't Tear Me Down is probably the one more worth watching. They're both good. One of them's better. And out in the wide world, Threads. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't, and I'm generally torn as to whether this is literal threads or internet threads, but go ahead.
It's internet threads. It is Facebook's clone of Twitter.
Oh, it can fuck off then, can't it?
Yeah, it's now available, and to quote Linus Tech Tips, it seems like Mark Zuckerberg flicked his tongue out and smelt blood in the ocean.
Like, for real, it doesn't take a genius to see why this has come out now.
Yeah, apparently it's available to pre-save now or as an app, but, who uses the fucking apps? I've seen that there is a Suicide Squad anime series.
Oh, cool, like the Batman thing.
Yeah, it's been teased at Anime Expo 2023.
This has actually got a lot of baggage on it, because the Suicide Squad animated movies are actually good, and Anime Studio taking a pot shot at it is going to be interesting.
Yeah, apparently this is led by Harley and Joker.
Ugh.
Directed by the animation director who directed Jujutsu Kaisen,
okay,
which I haven't watched, but he's got something to live up to.
Look, I don't want to shit on anything when it's barely out of the planning stages, but my motivation immediately dropped when it's led by Harley and Joker.
Yeah.
Joker should be a side player in that team in those movies at best, and Harley's fine. She's always in a Suicide Squad. I've not got no beef with Harley. It's more the Joker side of it.
Yeah, whenever Harley is the lead, the Joker should be her origin story, not her supporting actor.
Like in one of my favourite Suicide Squad movies, the Joker doesn't turn up. The second favourite Suicide Squad movie, the Joker is literally just there to flip a switch on Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And then he fucks off.
Mm-hmm. And apparently there's going to be a remake of Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag.
I mean, yeah, cool, great. I want that ship game first.
Yeah, so here's the thing. It's being made by the same guys who are making Skull and Bones.
Well, fucking hell. Well, that game's never coming out then, is it? Like,
Which started as a mod for the original Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So that's how long Skull and Bones has been in development.
yeah, it's been a fucking long time. Like, I mean, I haven't even paid attention to any update video about Skull and Bones, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Skull and Bones, yeah.
Yeah, because I pretty much, about 2 Assassin's Creed games after Assassin's Creed 4, my heart was like, this game's not coming out.
Yeah.
And if it does come out, it's gonna be shit.
So I think that's about enough from me. Like, I could drone on for hours and hours, but we've got a movie to watch, and I think you've got a few things that you've seen out in the universe. So, how have you been this week, and what have you seen out in the wide world?
Well, Rick, I'm going to reveal something to the world about me on a personal level, and I don't know if they're ready to hear it.
Go ahead.
What an underwhelming reaction to such a bold statement.
Well, if it's anything like me, the actual answer is I don't do fuck all.
Well, the reality is I've had a fascination since I was a child. And that fascination, this isn't a fucking not a Lionel Hutz, Troy McClure thing, I don't want to fuck fish. No, I've had a fascination since I was a child, and that fascination is Bigfoot.
Okay.
Now, I want to stress, I do not think Bigfoot is real, but I find the documentaries about him fascinating.
I feel you.
Now, here's the thing. I've watched so many documentaries about Bigfoot this week because I felt like it, and no one can stop me. I'm a 31-year-old man. And,
I do what I want!
I wouldn't quite put it as bratty as that, but yeah. And it's one of those where it's great because you start on the pretty standard ones where they take a fairly scientific approach of, well, this is that. That's probably just a boar rummaging for fucking food. That's a footprint, but is it a footprint or is it just this and that? Here's some hair. Oh, it's a bear, And then you slowly get crazier and crazier, and it's just like, now Bigfoot's supernatural, man.
What if Bigfoot is like some lycanthrope and everyone gets a turn at being Bigfoot?
Rick, I shit you not, it very quickly went from Bigfoot is supernatural to here's some testimonies of people encountering wolfmen.
Okay.
That's how quick the jump is. I'm not joking. It very quickly devolves into crazy. I'm like, when I was younger, I was a firm believer in Bigfoot. Not because of any evidence, but because I wanted to believe.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. Like, there's just a big great ape that we've not discovered. Because, like, there's only 4, Mm-hmm. 5 if you count humans, but that's poking a bear with a stick. But yeah, it's one of those.
It's also a bit masturbatory calling yourself a great ape.
I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, humans are just sophisticated apes.
Oh yes.
Right.
We got the thumb and we got the language and we got the ability to pass down knowledge beyond our own learning and existence.
But yeah, so I quickly got bored with Bigfoot documentaries because they went into bullshit spooky territory. So I then moved on to watching documentaries about caves and mountains.
Okay.
Mountains and caves are scary, Rick. You don't need to make up supernatural shit when we have that on our planet that you can see.
Yep, or even worse, that you can't see and you still fall into.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how the world's greatest Sherpa died, as he just fell into a glacier. Crevice. Which is fucking mind-blowing. Anyway, yeah, I've watched a lot of documentaries. Some of them bullshit, which are funny to laugh at, and some of them quite serious. I even watched a documentary, Rick, and I shit you not, the British Bigfoot.
The British Bigfoot, okay. So is this something like the Beast of Bodmin, but like as an ape or something?
Well, some people claim that it is a wild man. The documentary maker went and said, I have interviewed many experts on the subject. And I went, have you? Cuts to the people he's interviewing. These are all people who have claimed to have seen the creature. These are not experts. These are crazy people.
Yes.
When he said experts, I thought he meant scientists.
No. There's no such thing as a scientist when it comes to crazy people shit.
But, like, I shit you not, one of the people who he interviewed said this as his argument. Well, the Americans have a Bigfoot, why can't Britain? And I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, I want to have a fucking pint with you. I want to hear the world through your view, because that is it's stupid, but it's kind of wholesome.
Yeah, I mean that almost word for word is the network pitch for putting Carl Pilkington on the air.
Oh, fuck me, you're not even wrong. But yeah, if you see a crazy person, assuming they're not the harmful type of crazy person, you should talk to them because it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Rick, you ready for some news?
Let's go.
Alright, some quick ones to start. Steam Summer Sale's on. It's still on by the time this podcast comes out for a few more days. Obviously, we would have announced this earlier, but we had to pre-record last week's, so
Yep, here's the thing. I'm tempted by the Steam Deck itself. However, there is a slightly more pressing matter in that I hit a lighthouse. I am going to have to pay for some repairs in the short term. I may have accelerated a car rather than braking into something that may or may not have been solid.
Okay, that now makes more sense, because I thought you were going on some crazy rant about your PC.
No.
Oh, fucking hell. I was just like, what is this metaphor he's making? And then you went car, and I was like, oh, okay, now the metaphor makes more sense.
Yeah, so I was leaning across the car to close a door that had been left open. And
so it's your passenger's fault?
Kind of. But the way that this car works is that you can have... the handbrake is on until you touch the accelerator.
That's fucking weird.
Apparently, I touched the accelerator, and when I tried to slam on the brakes, I misjudged because I wasn't in my seat, and I went full force into this round building. So apologies to our hosts for that weekend. We're trying to resolve it without insurance.
What a tangent I didn't expect from talking about the Steam Summer Sale.
Yep.
Rick's like, I want a Steam Deck, but I fucked my car up, so...
Yep. We'll see how money goes after that.
Well, best of luck. You've got like a week as of recording.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the weird ones where the expensive Steam Deck is the one that's discounted by the most.
Gotcha.
So it feels like a bad idea to get the cheap one just because it's cheap.
I guess.
When the expensive one is like got twice the discount.
Depends if the cheap one does the job for you.
They've all got the same hardware, apart from memory and screen.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a decision you're gonna have to make, to be honest, because I've got a laptop anyway, which is basically just a big Steam Deck.
Yeah.
In other news, we briefly spoke about it earlier, but Haluva Boss is getting its new episode literally this weekend, which I don't know if it's because we got the episode 8 in between, or if it has been faster, but it feels real quick since the cowboy shit.
It does a bit, yeah. I think Season 2 feels quicker than Season 1, but then again, part of that is because Season 1 went out with a whimper because the finale was expected and then didn't happen, and now it has.
Okay. Obviously, I wasn't there for that wait, really. I just meant fast as in the episodes are coming out quickly. Anyway, Rick, have you heard of the Eldritch Grimace Shake?
No.
Okay, so McDonald's brought back their Grimace mascot.
McDonald's, okay. Yeah, Grimace the mascot. Yeah, he's basically a purple...
hemorrhoid.
A purple chicken nugget person, Mr. Blobby Man.
He's a purple hemorrhoid. Sorry, I say he. I think they're they now.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? It's a big purple monstrosity. And their Eldritch Grimace Shake, which is their limited edition menu item, which I think is only a United States thing. I don't know. I've not been into it McDonald's since this has been occurring. But basically, every single character in existence is drinking this this Grimace Shake and immediately dying.
Okay.
That's the current meme. The Grimace Shake is poison.
All right, fair enough.
Rick, the political landscape of both Britain and America are rather fucked. We're not going to get into the finer details, but I will talk about this one thing, because it's kind of fucked up, and not because of the actual, because of the person involved, but more so the reaction to it.
Okay.
President Trump needed to be reminded not to skis on Ivanka, because that's his daughter. He said some real fucked up stuff I won't repeat, but it's very easy to find online. So much so that his aides needed to remind him that that's your daughter, you shouldn't be saying that, which Trump's done many a thing, and he's always going to be disgusting. That's not news. The thing that's oddly fascinating in a fucked up kind of way is it took about 5 hours for his supporters to be like, every man thinks that, and I'm immediately like, hold the fucking phone. No. If a man looks at his daughter and goes, I want to hit that man needs to go to jail.
Yep, that's a real good sign that you should lop it off.
I don't want to enhance the stereotype, but like it's rather telling most of his fan base are in the South, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Chop off with the pee-pee.
Mild racism aside, it's fucked up, but it's just another... It's really fucking weird that it's like, that gets added to the pile of fucked up shit that he's done, and most people are just like, they don't care because it's not surprising anymore.
Yeah, well, he said this before anyway, didn't he? He said, well, I think in the past it was, if she weren't my daughter, she'd definitely be the kind of person I'd be dating.
Oh, yeah, this was pretty much the same thing of, if she wasn't my daughter, I'd be fucking her. So it's basically the same thing, but a bit step more advanced. Like, perfect breasts, perfect ass, and it's like, you shouldn't be talking about a family member like that.
Paid for by daddy's money.
Anyway, Rick, you might remember a couple of weeks ago I mentioned striking while the iron is cold with the Crash Bandicoot toys.
Oh, yes?
I was kind of wrong in the sense that they weren't released for Crash 4. They were released for Crash Team Rumble, their new fucking MOBA type game, which I'm still not sure what the fuck it is. But hey, guess what? That game's dead on arrival.
Is it actually? Okay.
No. Everyone the few people who played it are like, wow, this is shit. And most people are looking at it going, well, it looked shit, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah. Isn't it free to play?
No, it's a full release.
Oh boy, even worse.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to Google that now, because I don't think it is free to play. I'm pretty sure it had a release.
Okay, Crash Team Rumble. Oh, no, that's Clash Royale. Oh, okay. It's not on the Google Play Store, so probably a real console thing.
$24.99 on PlayStation. You got to pay for it. You haven't got to pay a lot for it, but you do have to pay for it.
Sounds like something that's going to become a PS Plus bundle-in rather soon.
The game probably would have done better if it released like that.
Yeah.
But hey ho, that's what Fall Guys did. If you had a PlayStation, you could just play it.
Yeah, like if you had PS Plus the day that it was released, you got Fall Guys. If you didn't, you had to buy it, and then it went free to play anyway.
But it was also one of those things where if you were playing on PlayStation, you needed a PlayStation Plus subscription to play it anyway, because it's online only.
Yeah, totally.
So it's one of those where, you need to get PlayStation Plus to get it for free, but you need the subscription to play it anyway, so it's kind of, if you want to play it, it's a, win-win. In other news, the Flash movie officially makes less money than if they didn't bother releasing it. And I can't tell you how happy I was for this news story, because, cool, now they can just be like, we're done with you, Ezra.
Yes, it was always going to be a controversial movie, doubly so because of Ezra Miller. It's the only new release that I've not seen this weekend, pretty much. But yeah, we saw Indiana Jones, and we saw something else.
Transformers, you told me.
Yeah, we saw Transformers. So Transformers, again, striking while the iron is cold, but Indiana Jones, we liked it better than the critics, which is fine. Critics aren't always correct. Sometimes you just want to go and turn your brain off.
Listening to critics to dictate what films you should and shouldn't see is always a stupid decision. Critics have, first of all, critics have got their own personal preferences anyway. You can always try and find a critic that has similar views to you do, and they'd probably be a good one to be like, oh, I'll see this. But you've also got to remember that critics also get paid by people, and critics also are legitimate critics in that they're not rating it on how fun the film is. They are criticising it in a art form sense and looking at it critically from a filmmaker's point of view. Another thing about the Flash movie is that I read that they used both Adam West and Christopher Reeve in it via CG stuff, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, it's one thing. Now, even then, like, people were a bit weird about it people felt weird, and rightly so, when they put CGI Tarkin into Rogue One and de-aged Leia in the same movie. It's a lot different having people who've been dead for a long time.
It's like, oh, well, their estate said it was okay, and I'm like, it feels very heartless, I've not seen the scenes in question. They might have been tastefully done, but I think it's a moot point. The film might have a core message that the actors didn't agree with. You never know. Like, I even don't agree entirely with the Luke thing. Like, I don't mind the Luke thing, because Mark Hamill's alive, he could tell them to piss off, but, in an ideal world, I would have just said, can we not just get Sebastian Stan?
Yeah.
Rick, this is not a wrestling podcast.
Oh boy, what's happened this week?
One Droz, at least that's how I know him, has passed away at the age of 54.
Oh man, that's real young.
Droz is a special case in that. I will always remember Droz because there's a very famous behind-the-scenes footage of Vince McMahon interviewing him, where the guy who played Droz, he had a special ability, and his special ability was he can puke on command.
Okay.
And Vince McMahon was pitching a character to him called we're gonna call you Puke. And it's like, and then Vince McMahon went straight into commentator mode. And by the way, just disclaimer, Vince McMahon is a horrible human being, piece of shit. I know that. He's just part of the story. I have to tell it as it is for historical accuracy. And he just goes, he's gonna puke! And you just got Droz in his office just going, trying to puke. And it's quite funny. That's what I most remember him for, which is a bit unfortunate. What most people will remember is he had a horrible accident in the ring with one D'Lo Brown, where I believe it was a pile driver went wrong, and Droz was paralysed from the neck down. He's been paralysed since then, so he's lived a fair chunk of his life without the movement of any of his body. So yeah, he's lived quite a while for this type of injury, considering most people don't tend to live 20 odd years with it.
Yeah. We've got, well, like my next door but one neighbour, also quadriplegic, and he's kicking about many, many years after the accident. And again, it's very much an outlier thing that people tend not to live anywhere near this amount of time with that kind of injury that happened that long ago. These days, a broken neck is not as much curtains as it was in the 80s and 90s.
This would have happened late 90s, maybe early 2000s, but I don't think it was that late. But yeah, this was an accident that fucked up two people's careers, basically, because D'Lo Brown felt fucking awful, as you could imagine, and Droz obviously ended up with this awful injury. Droz had no hard feelings. He always spoke to D'Lo, and it was just like, it could have happened to anyone, etc., etc. Basically, all-round nice guy was Droz, and he will be missed by the wrestling community.
Yeah.
And on that bummer of a note, I apologise, but sometimes I've got to talk about things that are unpleasant. We are doing something that we've been really looking forward to doing, aren't we, Rick?
Yes, absolutely. This is something that came out a couple of weeks ago, but we're finally getting to do it. It's Nimona. And if you're watching along with us at home, it's on Netflix. As of time of writing, it's number 5 in liked for children's stuff. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's actually, as of recording, it's not even been out for a week yet.
Oh, yeah. So apparently it had a pre-release somewhere in the world 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Which is where I got mixed information on, and I got all excited that we'd be able to actually do this within Pride Month.
Oh, right, yeah, because you told me at one point it came out on the 23rd, and I googled it and went, no, it fucking don't.
Yeah. So for those that haven't been listening to us harp on about this, this is made by Nate Stevenson.
Yeah,
well known for She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Yeah, he tweeted this morning, actually, saying that the Nimona comic book or graphic novel, I forget which, is now sold out on Amazon, so go to Barnes & Noble instead.
Sweet.
But yeah, this film is suitable for everyone. Our podcast is not suitable for everyone. We do swear, as you might have noticed by now. So fair warning.
Yes. Fair warning. We say odd words.
Yeah, you can. Just get it out of the way early, innit?
I will refrain from a C-bomb.
Okay. I'll give you another one. You coward.
Yes. I save them for people that are them.
That's fair. Nate Knight. That's a pun.
Man, this I'm getting Nimona vibes, but full of people as opposed to like little sprites.
Okay. Could you imagine a little kid getting dogpiled by a ton of fucking actual knights?
Yes.
Looks a bit like Libby from Ghost.
A little bit.
I like that. You can already tell he's a dickhead because of the sponsorship deal.
Yep. Like, I'm sure there are nice people with side cuts, but
this is an odd mix of future sci-fi and medieval, right?
Yeah, medieval chivalry, yeah. Yeah, chivalry and sci-fi.
I'm getting Dorian vibes. But I think that's the moustache.
A little bit.
Perhaps I judged too harshly.
Yeah. I also judged by sponsorship deals. It seems like they do actually have a good, a nice...
Buddy atmosphere.
Wholesome relationship going on.
Oh, I just got tingles.
Oh,
they got the fucking DreamWorks sappy eyes.
yeah. Get the Puss in Boots eyes.
Oh, you're not wrong. I love that. This is my job. Mine!
Yeah. Hey, he gets to be a Black Knight as well.
I was going to say, you could tell these two are the main characters at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's acting like that dickhead from Megamind.
Yeah. What, the Warden? Yeah.
This is rather realistic in the sense that usually in these shows it's like, I'm sorry for being a bully. In real life, what happens is, I would never bullied you. What are you on about? I will relish in the fact
Just
that I bullied you.
Just like going full on 0 to 100 gaslighting.
I'm wondering what the evil is.
Hmm.
Can you spot the MCs though, for real?
Yeah, the ones that are not in the basic bitch uniform.
It's the two coolest looks for knights. Black Knight or Golden Guard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit of a sucker for the other colour-coded ones, but yeah, sure.
I'm just saying the most iconic, you know? King Arthur or Lancelot, those are the two options.
Yeah.
This has been beautifully animated thus far, by the way.
It has.
Those are well-behaved horses. Not one of them's taken a shit yet.
Or pissing on each other.
They don't piss on each other.
No, they just piss. Golden loin. Oh, wow.
Oh, did you not catch that already?
No, I miss golden loin.
You gotta think like she's got like a special place in her heart for him, considering she picked him for this.
Yeah, she's got to do.
There you go. You gotta think of it this way, though. It is a ridiculous concept that only nobles can apply for this duty. But that's how it worked in medieval times. Obviously, if you're a knight, that means you're noble.
Even in like Warhammer Bretonia, you could they could be knighted from the commoners, but because they're not descended from commoners, they couldn't hold the title or pass it down into their progeny.
Okay. Oh, come on. Boldheart is a better name than Golden Loin.
It is.
Well, I've got to admit, Golden Loin's growing on me now that I know he's not a dick.
Yep.
God, that's a cool sword.
It is. It's got...
What the
fuck? Oh,
fuck?
no.
Whoa! I was not expecting that!
No. I saw the carbon fibre before that as well and everything, and oh.
What the fuck? Well, this is going to have ramifications.
I should hope so. Motherfucker been set up.
Oh.
You can see Ambrosius' heart breaking as well right here.
I'm legitimately stunned right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I do not blame Blackheart for fleeing at this point.
Yeah.
Man, this is bombing me out.
John was too big to write on one poster, so I had to go onto the wall next to it.
What a waste of spray paint. That's a great response,
King
though.
Dumb. Oh, look at those teeth.
That was very Gura. I suppose Gura's very Nimona, because this did technically come out first, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's not like either of them invented sharp teeth.
Oh, no, not at all. Oh, it looks like he's getting a cool robot arm. Oh, hi.
That may or may not be made out of the leftover parts of the thing that was the murder weapon.
It's hard. I don't think it was, but it's hard to tell.
It's going to be a cat or something, ain't it?
See, one of the highlights of being a commoner is the fact that you know how to fucking brawl with anything and not just a sword.
Yes.
Okay, so they've already met. No? No, she's just a cocky shit. Okay. Well, that's sinister.
It is. Oh, man. I love that little slow twist of the head.
Did she just stop the saw blade with her hand?
So it would seem.
Gonna ignore the fact that she just stole that knife, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm a fan of that second plan.
Yes. She's got that glimmer figure.
Yeah, I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it.
Like the bottom heavy and thick legs.
But she's not wrong. Ah! Like, how long did they have that in the sword? Unless it was a different sword than not. Like, I'm genuinely curious as to what the fuck, innit?
I think the sword was given to him like on that day for the knighting.
Right, but it looked like his usual sword,
like...
which means it must have been someone who had close access to his sword in the first place to get the detail right.
Yeah. Yeah, potentially just replaced it with a murdery one.
Oh, he's gonna get arrested. Yeah. I'm surprised he got arrested and didn't immediately get, lynched.
I wonder how much time has passed.
It feels like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't believe him. This is painful to watch, man.
She's clearly at least the mastermind or some kind of pawn.
I think she's a pawn. I don't think she's actually a part of the plot, because why would she come down here if not to gloat? Was the rule pulled over her eyes, and was it somehow secretly Golden Loin?
If she's not taunting him, I will eat my hat.
I don't want to believe it, but now I'm thinking my gut instinct might have been correct. But that feels unnecessarily cruel.
But if you're a villain, why wouldn't you be cruel?
I guess, but that's a long con game. How? Alright. Enough with the puns. That's Deadpool level, though. How? I really want to know how she's doing this. Oh, okay.
Yeah, when the camera's not on her, like, she no-clips around, it seems.
I'm surprised they didn't go for the public execution method, and it is just, we're locking you in a cold, dark tower away from civilization.
You
know what? I'm kind of appreciating the jump to murder.
Goblin energy.
You're not wrong. Oh, the music's good. Just doing it out of pettiness. Goblin chaos is so right. Again, this mix of modern tech and fucking knighthood.
Freaking coffee.
Oh, she just beat the fuck out of all of them. Okay. That's fucking, what's his name from Dragon Age Awakening?
Ogren.
No, oh fuck, what's his name? The mage. He blew up
Anders.
Anders, where it's like the dead Templars are around him. He's just like, oh, they were like that when I got here. I didn't do it.
To his credit, on that occasion he was telling the truth.
Yeah, I know, but it was still funny. He says that a lot, doesn't he?
I like the little Easter egg of he moans about Templars.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to open the door when he said murder everyone.
He's going to draw a sword, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did that work on even one of them? Oh, that is a broken shell of a man. We're going to see the powers that make her be able to do her bullshit, right?
Maybe.
Oh, they're arrows. I thought they were legit laser beams.
Yeah, that was an arrow that she caught. But it was like a
Oh, that's why she was riding a rhino.
Ah, yes. Yes, okay.
That's
So she actually is weaponizing cartoon physics.
I guess. So I'm going to assume she could turn into more than just a rhino, and some of her bullshit feats was just turning into a mouse, etc. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, there we go. Called it.
To be fair, it wasn't a difficult thing to call. My God, those gorilla animations were awesome.
Yeah, they were.
Sorry, as a kaiju nerd, I've seen my fair share of King Kong, and it does tickle my boner. That's quite inventive.
Yeah, just use mass.
Again, it's so weird seeing this CEO fucking office block shit.
Yeah, the CEO of Knights. Yeah, it's just Druid in a cyberpunk world.
Oh God, don't, Rick, don't. We haven't finished my D&D campaign yet. There's still time.
Yeah, the finale. Yeah, you all get isekai.
Oh. Fuck me, that's some collateral damage. Oh, look at that. That was a great effect.
It was, yeah.
I will say, if anyone's watched this and criticises the animation, I don't know what they're watching.
Oh, yeah, they're looking at their own thumb or something.
So far, at least, it's been on point. I don't want to keep bringing it up because we're only like 20 minutes into the film, but
yeah, and so far nothing has been. There's not been a moment wasted.
no. Yeah, goblin chaotic energy is definitely the word, right?
Yeah, and she's avoiding the Where's Poochie problem as well so far.
Yeah.
She seems to be about as
Oh, you couldn't seriously believe that. I thought she was making popcorn. So shows how much I know.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I think she was.
Aw. No, it fucking ain't. He's already called Blackheart. I think the one person he definitely does not want to murder is Golden Loin.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Of the conspiracy board.
Don't be a dick, innit? I was feeling the vibes here, and I get he's a bit freaked out, but
Yeah.
it's ironic him calling him her a monster when you look at the board and there's literally a news article of the world calling him a monster.
Yep. Monster looms.
That's a fucking tough one to pick.
It is. Man, it is.
Okay, that's a pretty decent one to go for. And I don't think that's a true answer.
All things considered, you know.
Man, she even
Thankfully,
eats like
she
a
gave two
gremlin.
answers.
Yeah, true. I think suspect number one should be the Squire, right?
Yeah.
But he did seem to be fanboying a bit, so it's
Slightly. But the Squire was also, like, the one that was most... Yeah, here we go. He's the one that was most insistent that no one else touch his rack.
That's true. That's true.
Backspace.
He's not. You're not a genie. You don't get free favors in return.
Just all the Nimona murder faces. I'm just addicted to them.
It's the easiest way to go through life. That's very adorable, though.
It is a bit, yeah.
I don't think he cares about that. Okay. So much inbreeding, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't deny the whale part, right?
Yeah, not after seeing that.
The fuck are you on about, you dick? Oh, please slug him. Oh, please.
Spin his jaw.
Oh. Unfortunately, Goldenloin seems like too much of a decent person to start slugging. But, boy, is he asking for it, right?
He is a bit. No one is going to cry when this guy
Gets
meets
murdered.
an untimely end. Yeah.
And hopefully Nimona will let Blackheart do it. And yes, I do mean let him do it, because I think Nimona could kill any of these chumps if they really wanted to.
Oh, definitely. He's like a shit Gaston.
Do they not stop to think and question the fact that during his daring escape, he didn't kill anyone on his way out?
Hmm.
You think you'd contemplate that for a minute, wouldn't you? Oh, fuck it. I've got horses for the ceremony, but when we actually go out there, we're on these magical motorbikes. Oh my god, It's the Emperor of Mankind.
Yeah, he just becomes more and more the Emperor.
Like, dye his hair black and he's like picture perfect. If you literally have a baby between Blackheart and Goldenloin, you get the Emperor.
Yeah.
That's a very cat-like decision. Boy, this poor route. Actually, I think it was a mouse, but...
It's getting hunted.
Well, no, playing with it. Oh,
it's gone.
Okay.
Gone now.
Just extended its suffering for no reason. I'd love to be able to clench my mustache.
Like, I'm under the impression that she might actually just be a dragon.
I guess, maybe.
The Divine Lance is a railgun.
Because they're a shapeshifter, I guess that makes gender rather irrelevant, right?
Usually. But I'm under the slight impression that most of... I'm going to say their forms, but also say that they all seem to be feminine.
Yeah, perhaps. But, they definitely took umbrage with being called a girl, but I don't know if that meant because of they don't see themselves as a girl, as in, this is fucking complicated and I hate the fact we have to do it. But, you know.
I think the umbrage was being called just a girl.
I also think I read somewhere that they're non-binary anyway.
Okay.
That looked like a fun game, though, didn't it?
It did a bit, yeah. Like, if I was 6...
I mean,
that would be like...
I'm 31 and I play Beat Saber and it's not a million miles away from it.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's whisper.
It's still playing.
It is.
God damn, that's a great mugshot.
It is. To be honest, both of them are good mugshots.
Oh, yeah, but Nimona fucking leans into it.
Yes.
Well. Oh, it's one night. You could definitely take one. That's the kind of discussion I'd have with someone.
Yep.
I'm not even joking. Fuck me, that's weird. Oh.
It is a bit.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Floppy thumbs. Oh, yeah. I would much rather those thumbs had bones.
Oh, they can actually turn into other people as well. That's a fucking upgrade.
Yeah, it is.
Look at them fucking hamming it up. Babies do be ugly.
I mean, yeah. If you lose to the young of other species,
oh god,
you know there's something fucked up along the way.
That wasn't even where I was going to take it, but you're so right.
Yeah, like look at puppies and kittens and like little baby bunnies. Yeah, like all of them are cuter than babies.
I have seen one legitimately adorable baby. I shit you not. One time while at work, I saw the most adorable baby, and I literally stopped and went, "Ah!" and then quickly went, "Who the fuck am I?"
I think you talked about that as one of your weekly weeks one week.
Did I?
I think you did.
Oh, maybe.
Well, if not, then it was something that you told me about. That, yeah, it was something that was so out of character for your normal stance on babbies.
I've been around babies. They're gross.
Yup. Oh, it's actually adorable that he's using his crush knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think it was a crush. It did look like they'd already sort of confessed at one point. Or
totally.
If not, they were on the cusp, because you don't just randomly hold your bro's hand like that. I mean, you might, but
you can if you say no homo.
All of the homo. Don't be a coward. This is an advert.
Yeah. Oh, is it the Hair Bear bunch?
I don't fucking know. That is a disturbing mental image. The dragon turning into milk.
Yeah.
So does Nimona get the digestive system of the thing she transforms into? Because that's trash pizza.
So it would seem. She also ate the mouse, so there is that.
True.
Oh, sorry. They also hit the mouse. Ate the mouse.
Sorry, I know I've done it already, but I can't get over how good the fucking gorilla animation is.
Hmm.
Gorillas are one of those few things where I know how they fucking move, so it's really impressive to see it.
Hmm.
If I could chill around being a gorilla for a day, I would.
True. True.
It doesn't seem like a happy story. I suspect this story is going to be bullshit made up.
Oh, totally.
All she's done so far is fuck with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she has done things by accident. You know, she's been accidentally helpful.
Oh no, but I think that was their intent.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm loving this little cutaway to the graph paper drawings.
And even the cutaway just, like, does the really face at the camera.
Eh. Yeah, okay. Because of the subtitles, we got the payoff to that joke a little bit early, guys, in case you're wondering. We're not clairvoyant.
Yep. Yeah, he's just been narratively blueballed.
Uh-oh. Wow, that's a fucking sight. I think they already saw you, bro.
You know, here's the thing. The reason that we don't do comedies that often
Because we just
is
laugh.
that when they're good, we just end up giggling.
That's why we didn't do 40 Towers for Britcom.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. It's the only animal some of these people know is a whale.
Hmm. And unicorns.
Oh, God, he's one of them. Oh, he deserves to be brutally beaten. Oh, okay. That was so Wednesday.
Just moonwalks off into the universe.
Oh. Oh, come on, bro. Innit?
Stopping to sign autographs.
I don't think he's going to care, is he?
There we go. There's the eyes.
That is exactly how I would react, by the way.
Yep. Yep.
Is that the Flight of the Bumblebees? No. Oh, better song! Sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a combination of both. There is bumblebees in there.
Yeah, it is. It's a good mix, actually.
Yeah. Oh, wow, the tune turned. So has Nimona got additional powers then? The fact that they could just shrug off a pan to the face?
Well, we all already saw them like stop a circular saw with an unarmored arm.
True, true. Yeah, fuck that guy if he gets a broken arm. He's a dick. Alright. Alright. In case you weren't clear, he was hesitant to take the shot. So that's your confirmation that he still cares.
These crossbows look real fun.
They do.
they look like repeater Nerf crossbows.
That slow pan. Oh, that's great comedic timing. Again, I'm going to say it throughout this movie, I suspect, but the blending of sci-fi with medieval shit shouldn't work as well as it's working.
Yeah. Well, part of it is the way that modern neon works in Britain is usually it's just slapdash added to old architecture.
Sorry, they're doing a Shrek right now.
Yep.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh god, no, I can't. Even comedic over the top, that makes me go,
I bet she's making it happen.
Oh, you're so fucking right. That's so up their alley right now. Like, the fact they're not reacting when it squirts out.
And then she's going to piss blood.
That's a sad statement.
It is a bit. Again, sad.
Yeah. I think he meant transforming. Yeah.
So I'd never seen Kick-Ass, but apparently Nimona is voiced by Hit Girl from Kick-Ass.
Okay, I've also not seen that. We've not really spoken about the voice acting, but hey, guess what? There's a reason for that. It's good.
Yeah, it's just blended. Like, I don't think any of it is stuck out as wrong, which is normally a generally good idea that the voice casting has been on point.
Like, even Dickhead McGee in The Knights, like, he's a dickhead, but he's fucking nailing it. I kind of get what they mean. This is just such a natural good cop, bad cop that they've got going on.
Yep. Well, his bad cop, worse cop.
Oh, so right. I know they hate Todd, but like, you're putting far too much ability on him. Oh, he kind of had a lot of admiration anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he put on his armour. Oh no.
He's posed.
Oh no. Oh, that's fucking funny. Oh, it was that bitch. You were so right, Rick. You called it.
Yep.
But that means he knew the whole time. The Squire. Oh, yeah, you're right. He did try to get something to... I thought he was asking for an autograph or something, but... He was all pushy at the front, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Aww. Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's Nimona. I guess we should be expecting that by now. Okay, we're just going to ignore that. Okay, yeah, it's just a stylistic choice. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, this is a real double-edged sword, isn't it? Because our main character here actually cares quite a bit about the Institute.
Yeah.
But she's in charge of the institute and makes the rules, so...
Yeah, like, the whole point is, like... The nobility needs to change, but he's quite happy to be the first of probably few led into the nobility from the outside, as it were.
And Nimona's got every fucking counterpoint, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, Nimona's had to put up with this shit for a lot longer than our protagonist here. I didn't fucking listen to his fucking first name. I heard Blackheart, and I've been trying not to call him Huron the whole time.
Ballister.
Ah, okay. Ballister.
It's not Braveheart. It's another B heart. It's
Blackheart. Wasn't it?
It's not Blackheart.
Wasn't it?
It's
have I been fucking have I been saying that wrong the whole time? Fuck.
You've been saying Blackheart, but like he wears the black armor, so I understand why.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Ballister Boldheart.
Oh dear.
And Ambrosius Goldenloin.
Yeah, that one's hard to forget. That being said, I'm actually starting to suspect the director might have killed the Queen because she didn't want to start accepting commoners into the Knights, maybe?
Yeah.
That seems to be the way we're going. Oh, jealousy is not a good colour.
On the plus side, he's able to just come out and say that it's the man that he loves.
Yeah, I think they were in a relationship before the shit went down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, that was all in his head.
Okay, it was internal monologue. There we are.
Because unfortunately, manly men have to suppress all emotion. Otherwise, they are cowards and wimps.
Hmm.
In case it wasn't clear, by the way, I don't actually think that. That's just what society has thrust upon us. I know sometimes I say things in a deadpan manner, and I don't realise that sometimes I need to clarify that. Wow, that was quick, wasn't it? Nimona, that doesn't work when they see you do it. Please, I want Ambrosia to at least see the video. I want these two to be happy. Bastard! Todd's a dick.
Yeah, dick, Scott.
Didn't you make copies? You see her eyes shining a light.
Hmm.
Well, that's a statement.
Let's resist arrest. Start with Todd.
Yeah. I do kind of respect the villain not being all coddled and being like, "Nah, fuck that. Give me a sword. I want to fight too."
Hmm. Either that or she knows how to fuck with swords.
Yeah.
And like pervert them to her will.
Listen, seeing all these animal animations on the Nimona here, I would love to see this studio tackle a Donkey Kong movie.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I don't know whether or not this would make an amazing game.
Because
Because a lot of the things that look like they could be levels seem to just happen in a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, you deserved it. Oh, fucking throwing out the fucking... Man, he's turned around, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Look at him fucking going in on the Darth Vader style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just offer the hand. Offer the hand right now.
Oh, cool, it's the guy that he super doesn't mind murdering.
Yeah, nobody minds murdering.
Yeah, Todd can go, who cares? Oh, please do, so he can punch you back. Hey man, you can be the most badass fighter in the world. 6 against 1 is going to be a fucking uphill battle.
Yep.
Fuck.
It's rather chilling that they came up with that solution so quickly.
Well, there's your Dargon.
Yep. Vomiting cereal.
Oh, fuck you, that's great.
It is.
Oh, the nose ring's a great touch. Well, that kid's going to remember
doing
that.
a bit of... yeah.
Well...
Man.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Yep.
It's even sadder because you know that's not the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, what stings the most is that it's someone that she's literally just saved.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it, just hug it out.
I don't think they're at the stage where they're ready for just a hug out of nowhere.
Okay, hearty fist bump. Yep.
This is a rough bit of dialogue.
It is. It's just highlighting how you get innocent kids turned into extremists.
Kids, as a general rule of thumb, don't know how to hate. That shit's taught.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not crying. That doesn't fix the issue, though, does it?
I mean, it fixes one issue.
I guess, but, you know, if you want change, you can't run away. But then again, I get, yeah, that's the point.
There's the very important word that that Ballister's putting out right now is the word "we."
Mm-hmm.
He's not wavering in that.
I mean, Nimona even pointed out when he first said it of together, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Protecting our way of life as part of her poster. Gods, leave us.
Stop it. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it?
Yeah. Is this a don't ask questions that would cause you to question your faith?
Oh, fucking hell, here we go. Here's the bullshit justification.
Yeah, I've had nightmares of common people who only wash once a day, eating at the same table as nobles.
So I killed her.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the scary part is I can understand how, like... Oh, fuck! Well, that's the second time this fucking film's taken me out of the fucking blue.
Yep.
I guess that makes sense. That...
And now she's framed him again with his own sword.
Oh.
So he's now going to get blamed for Ambrosius's death.
Yeah. Okay, that's comically over the top, but fair enough. It is a kid's film. It can't... I love that. Forgive you, not me. Oh, it's Nimona.
Mm.
Oh, that's the third time this film's taken me out the fucking blue.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense now. Oh god, I thought it
makes
was...
sense, yeah. It makes sense for why
Jesus Christ.
Ambrosius wasn't immediately killed by a sword through the gut.
I feel... And no blood. I feel so bamboozled. I love how he has no idea why she's pissed.
Yeah.
The scary part means that was going to happen in reality if they didn't do their plan then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh look, it's Monopoly, the worst game in the world.
It's not the worst game in the world.
It will test your friendships.
Oh yeah, and it's made worse by people trying to house rule it.
The only house rule we ever used, which I didn't realise was a house rule, was the free parking rule.
There's a lot of general house rules that are like trying to put money back into the universe and make it so that people don't go bankrupt. But no, the whole point: make people bankrupt, end the game sooner.
See what he's doing now? But yeah, the free parking rule is every time you pay tax, it goes into a pool. If you land directly on free parking, you get all the money from there. Which, yeah,
you get all the taxes. Okay, fair enough.
I need to see this. Oh yes. So surely this clears his name, right?
Ideally, however, Nimona is also a shapeshifter and therefore could have just as easily made that confession up.
The general population doesn't know they exist.
Mm-hmm.
Finally put the head in the mouth of a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's terrifying and not funny.
Yep.
That's so
That's
Fox
not
News,
even
right?
a question. Yeah, the Fox News way. There's very obviously a correct answer.
Oh, he's just like straight up doing a coup now.
Hmm.
I've never seen the secret passage before.
It's got cobwebs and everything. The cleaners haven't been down in at least 20 minutes.
Oh, you're right. They're going to do the Nimona bullshit. They're like, oh, Nimona could transform and it was all a lie.
Yeah, they're going to switch from blaming everything on Ballister to blaming everything on Nimona.
Look, I'm just going to say it. If they do live action this, and they shouldn't because it wouldn't work as well, Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm one of those people who's like, live action isn't the be-all, end-all. It's just, I'm looking at this character and I'm like, there, it's Pedro.
Or mixed action.
Yeah. What's mixed action?
Like, Nimona herself... like, when you've got some parts of live action and some parts are very obviously CGI.
Oh, yeah, because you can't do it without CGI, can you?
Yeah. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, Jar Jar Binks. Obviously...
Pioneer of the...
entirely CGI, apart from Ahmed Best.
Pioneer of the technology, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm confused.
I think, yeah, he was just asked out.
Ah!
A clandestine meeting.
That's fair. Ah! Who the fuck puts olives on nachos?
I don't know.
What do you mean that's not for you, fucking bastard? Hmm. That's a real media trick people use, by the way.
Yeah. Dramatization may not have happened. Mr. Simpson, no!
Oh, they're doing the old Among Us thing. No one trusts anyone anymore.
Hmm.
Does he actually? I want to believe this apology, but my heart's been broken like 5 times in this film.
I think he believes... Yeah, he believes that Nimona is manipulating everyone.
Yeah, when he says she, he means Nimona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
They need to show Ambrosia the full video where the sidekick morphed as him.
Yes, and got killed.
Yeah.
In cold blood.
Which obviously they couldn't show that whole video to the internet, so they'd be like, fake and gay.
Yep.
But that's what... Sorry, again, that's a 4chan thing. This is like the second time in 2 weeks.
It's been a long time since I saw that, yeah.
That's a sick-ass looking monster.
It is. Being told that she's evil, it's like, yeah, no shit. No shit she's evil, but at least she's fun. Just have a hug and adopt her.
Oof.
There's a real good reason. Yep, there we go. There it was. Real good reason he can't leave you alone.
Is this the first time they've said it out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking dick.
There he is.
I want to kill this prick.
I love how much like Obi-Wan Ambrosius looks with his white armor but the brown cloak over everything.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, he's going to be a bit weird about things now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Everything was going so well.
All I need is for you to tell me, and I'll believe you. But you're not telling me.
Oh, shut the fuck up, bro. I get it, he's emotional right now. But... Oh, dickhead.
Man.
Okay, no help
Fucking
from
Todd.
Nimona no more.
Watch Todd be the director's, like, bastard son or something.
I doubt that. Well, can't be. Well, okay. Could be a bastard in theory, but... You know.
Is that another village?
Oh, they weren't being completely bullshit about the well. Just mostly bullshit. Is that what they actually look like, then?
Maybe.
Aw. Hey, do you remember Sword in the Stone? Sorry, that's...
I am a germ.
Oh, yeah!
The only thing I remember from that fucking movie. I am a germ. I am invisible. I will kill you.
That was such a good fucking reveal. But it's like, she started bitching about him cheating after she'd already cheated like 5 times. It was such bollocks. And we're talking about Sword in the Stone right now, but we're getting this compilation of the fact that Nimona's never felt like they belonged with anyone, no matter what form they take, which is fucking depressing.
Done their best to try and fit in with a bunch of people.
Mm.
Even with beasties.
Yeah. Well, because it appears as if they can take the shape of animals, but they can't communicate with them, so...
Yeah.
But that's also just assumptions on my part. I've not seen them try.
Look at those chubby little legs.
Okay. Well, they can't throw for shit, can they?
Nope. At least not yet.
True. I like how an adult from the village does not question a random child appearing.
Nope.
Aww. Uh-oh.
This is going to be the breaking point.
I think this is going to be the first person that accepted Nimona. Yeah.
The first and only, yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. Our other main character looks like they were on the path and they've had a real crisis of faith kind of deal, but it's a shame that happened. It was going so well.
Is this child going to grow up to be that first queen?
I doubt it. I mean, maybe, I guess.
There's no telling how long ago this flashback was, so...
Well, the well's in disarray, so you might be right. Not the Queen, but the knight from the story 1,000 years ago.
Oh yeah, the knight. Sorry, not the queen.
Oh yeah, now adult sees it and it's all bad. Again, man hates taught.
Yeah, that's why it was written down as a tapestry. The child in the middle of the dragon.
Right. Sorry, unconditional hate is taught, is what I should say. Like, if someone wrongs you badly enough, it's natural to hate, don't get me wrong, but like being like, they're different, get them! That is not a natural... Well, I know what I'm trying to say. It's one of those where tribes have always hated other tribes, but...
The pears are different from our kind. Get them!
Fuck. I bring you love! It brings us love! Break its legs! Right, so they never
and all of this is self-inflicted, by the way, so, like, they've attributed all this burning down to a dragon when all they've done is fucking dropped a torch.
Yeah, man. Well, Nimona is defending themselves, but, like, that's not a crime.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you got it, man.
The first night.
Fuck. See, it was awesome when Yugi said it, but this just makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Go back to the shadows! Yes!
I'm making jokes, but my fucking eyes are watering.
Oh yeah, you laugh or you cry at this point.
Ugh. Yeah, they did turn into the monster, potentially.
Hmm.
Oh, please punch him!
Yeah, he didn't bring the monster here. Nimona lived here before any of those guys did.
Oh, man. If Ballister didn't freak out, this wouldn't have happened, by the way.
Hmm.
But again, Ballister had his own shit going on. Like, I appreciate there's nuances here, but... Why would you give him his sword back?
I don't know. Or even leave him with an arm. Like, if you're that petty, why not literally disarm him in every way possible?
I want to see a kaiju. Oh, this would have fit for last week.
Man, how much better would it have been?
Fuck, that's a reveal.
Whoa.
It's a Heartless.
Hmm.
Now, that is a fucking transition to a video game section that you're playing.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Like, if that was a video game, you would have just taken control at the end of that pan.
Hmm. Except the pan would likely have been the other way around, and now you got to make your way up to the boss.
Oh no, I think you'd have played as the monster.
Sure.
Because Nimona is going through emotional distress right now, and I don't blame them. But I wouldn't call them a villain.
Yeah, just target the castle. Emergency code that fuck.
It's the fucking mage problem from Dragon Age of like we need to put mages under lock and key because they have the potential to all be nuclear bombs, but that's morally fucked up.
Hmm. If it's just as illegal to own a gun as a knife, then why wouldn't you have a gun?
Yeah. Well, that's not true though, is it?
Well, in America it is.
Please die. Please die. So to make matters worse, when it counts, he's a coward.
Yep. Is it? Yeah, karma. There we go.
Well, the reason why I say it's not true is because in Britain you can't walk the streets with a knife or a gun, but there's more knives on the street than there are guns.
Oh, yeah. Mostly because, you can get a knife out of the kitchen.
But you can have a knife in the UK. It just has to be under a certain length. I've got a switch, not switch knife. That's super illegal. A Swiss Army knife, but the blade is like 2.5 inches long. Not even that.
Yeah.
You know, in theory you could do damage with it, but you're very unlikely to.
Yeah, like switchblades and flick knives are illegal.
Super
there was a
illegal.
time in the past when you could get them legally, and it's a case of if you still have it. Yeah, it's illegal to have it now, but it wasn't illegal to buy it at the time.
You can have it in your house still. You can't have it. You can't take it outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
The old lawyer excuse for people having switchblades and flick knives is if you had it. If you were an amputee and only had one arm and went fishing, you were allowed to have one, which is a super niche fucking reason to have one.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah, ultimate act of villainy is killing your own dudes.
Yep, taking out your own fellas. Have your Vader moment.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't put him on the same step as Vader. Because...
Oh, no,
I don't think there was
he
ever a
believes that
point...
he's the hero, and so does everyone else.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever a point that once Vader became Vader, Vader thought he was doing the good thing.
No. Unless you buy into the nuance of him thinking Ahsoka got a raw deal. And taking out the Jedi is just, the actual correct thing to do right now.
That's not the motivation for that, and you know it.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't written until 20 years after.
Man.
Yeah, I knew that line was coming.
It's a real state of affairs because I don't ever want to cry on this show, and I think this is probably the closest I've been to it.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, don't do this right now. I was a shit to you and I was wrong.
I know it's for dramatic effect, but could you have waited any longer, my friend?
Well, it took a long time for her to run there on foot and overtake her rampage and climb up the statue.
This bitch needs to die, by the way. Todd's gotten his comeuppance. Todd is a fucking jock douchebag, but this person is actually responsible for so much death and pain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's even been given a name. She's just called the director, right?
So as far as I'm aware, yeah.
And this has been broadcast to everyone, so it's going to do a double effect of making him a hero.
Yeah.
Imagine the legends of single-handedly, without drawing his blade, he stopped the rampage.
Man, I can see why this is getting good reviews.
Yeah. Oh, she's all fucked up.
Oh, cuddle.
Yeah. Yeah. Much.
Reciprocated cuddle.
Ah. This is one of the things that was missing from Game of Thrones, by the way. Like, I don't think Jon Snow and Arya had that fucking last-minute hug, and it really fucking buttered my biscuits. You may fire when ready. Hey, you fucked up. You fucked up too many times. Never once treated Nimona as if they're a person. Keeps calling it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sad now. Oh, no, double bluff. Fuck me, she's just had that in her pocket the whole time.
Apparently she's installed that on a lot of swords.
Well, she's
probably why she wanted a sword when Nimona was attacking earlier.
Oh, she's always had that scepter on her. So I think she's just always had the ability to do that, but...
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was the kid Nimona saved earlier. I can't get over how much our main character here looks like Guts.
He does a bit. He's even got the missing arm and everything.
Yeah, it's on the wrong side, but... Yeah, I know, that's pedantic. Oh, look at that! Like, 2 seconds ago it was evil, now it rises like a phoenix. Oh, she knows the scripture, doesn't she?
Put your thumb down the cannon, it can't fire.
I sure as fuck hope Nimona didn't fucking sacrifice himself for that. Where'd you get the whole... No, whatever, don't pick on it.
Well, the horses have always been there, it's just they've normally used, jet bikes.
Oh, this is going to be a super fake out. It's got to be, right?
Yeah, it's going to be... Well, it's going to be one of those, like, a public sacrifice for everyone to see, and then they just pop up at the end.
Yeah, because Nimona's already established themselves as a massive fucking troll.
Yep.
It might just be wishful thinking, though. I hope I'm fucking right. I don't want Nimona to be gone. Oh. I want Nimona to be happy with their 2 gay dads.
Yeah. Like, man. I said it earlier. They just need to adopt.
Well, I think he's noticed before the character that needs to notice.
Oh,
no, never mind.
Well, there's a hole in the wall. Turns out it's not all shit out there.
There's a girl in the garden. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
I'm letting it slide.
Oh, fuck, no! I wanted it to have a happy ending, dude! Oh! Okay, good. Oh, that's
Maybe
sad.
We're announcing a series.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah, totally.
You know what? It's nice seeing them not in armour.
Yeah, it is. It is, actually.
Yeah! And now time to colonise the planet.
Yeah. The fact that they've turned the hole in the wall into an actual, like, port of call.
Yeah. Okay, we'll give you a chance to grow. I still think you're a dick. Oh, man.
Yeah, stick that in the pocket for later.
Oh, we're fucking dangerously close to the end of the film, and I'm... Oh.
Yeah, there's like 20 minutes, and most of that's going to be credits.
Well, considering how much love and care has clearly gone into this film...
Oh yeah, like, credits fully deserved.
It's bombing me out, man. He's going to turn it from an evil lair into a beautiful place. I like the fact that the dog in their version of Monopoly has a bone in its mouth. Oh, jeez. At least he's got all those pictures.
Yeah. But we love Nimona at the middle of the...
Nemesis board.
conspiracy board and all that, you know.
Yeah. I'm getting my hopes up. I'm really going to be bothered if we don't...
Yeah, there we go.
Bastards!
Yeah!
But, you know, that's a promising end. Oh.
I did my best to remain unspoiled on this, and I'm glad I did.
Same.
Because the webcomic existed, and still exists. So you can go and read it, buy it, whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, the actual comic. Like I said, it sold out on Amazon after people watched this movie and loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, graphic novel even, not a comic. But, you know, same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We've got a lot of credits to just... I was going to say endure, but, like, the song's good and whatnot. And then, obviously, we're probably going to have international credits as well. So we've got, like, 17 minutes of bullshit to talk about, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chloe Grace Moretz, obviously the Riz Ahmed. I think, isn't he the one that's normally like the secondary villain? I think he was the villain in the first Venom movie.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know. Hey, Beck Bennett, good job. You portrayed jock douchebag real well. Yeah. You know, come to think of it, there wasn't actually that many characters in this.
No, not named ones. Like, even the director, like, was half named.
Yeah. But, you know, until the reveal, I thought the director was so unimportant that it couldn't have been them.
Yeah, like, I had a theory early on, obviously.
Yeah. You did well with your theories today. You pretty much... Every theory you made pretty much came to fruition.
Yep.
I'll tell you this right now. I want this team to do a kaiju fucking animation.
Yeah.
Give them the license to fucking either Big G or... Fuck that, they're doing Gamera for Netflix. Give Gamera to them.
Yes. So obviously this... I think we mentioned this movie got passed around multiple times.
I believe Disney had it for a long time, and then they just went, we don't want this. In fact,
I think they sold the studio that they owned that were working on it, and then that immediately got shuttered.
Yeah. Oh, fucking bastard. No, when I watched the fucking out... There we go. Sorry, Netflix did the Netflix thing.
Yeah, you get a 4, 3, 2, 1 of...
Well, here's the thing: is one hand had me can of Iron Brew, my other hand is tucked behind my back, so it was a real oh fuck! Don't ask me why I sit with one hand behind my back. It's just something I do.
Yeah, I was scratching my leg with one hand, and the other hand was holding my phone, which has got the movie on it.
At least it was your leg and not your ass.
Well, my leg's closer to the mic.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, as I was saying, I think I didn't finish this thought. Where, like, pretty much every prediction you made knocked it out of the park. You got it. Meanwhile, there was at least 3 moments where I got faked out.
Oh, like, same.
Like, the initial murder, the murder of fake Goldloin, and then Goldloin being Nimona also... I was about to click with how overly over the top the death scene was. So I was like, this is silly. And then 2 seconds later, that's why it's silly.
Yes. It was a quick burn for that, at least.
Shapeshifter production team. Good job, Shapeshifter production team. The shape-shifting stuff was great.
What a job title. I was on the Shapeshifter production team for a movie that did shapeshifting better than the D&D movie that had a character devoted entirely to shapeshifting.
I'll take your word on that. I didn't watch that movie.
It was alright.
I think it's a different beast when you go from animation to CGI in a movie.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's one of those.
Like with animation, you've got like everything to play with, whereas with CGI, you've got to remain constrained at least a little bit to the physics and anatomy of what people are going to be expecting, even if it's something fake like an owl bear.
Yep.
You expect like the bear bits to move like a bear and the owl bit to move like an owl, and the only unsettling thing is the fact that it's all meshed together.
True.
Whereas with this, they're all like pink beasties.
That's Nimona's next upgrade, is they can combine animals.
Yep. Well, it also depends on, because Nimona's been able to become a dragon, which implies that dragons exist in this world.
It's unclear. Well, Nimona can appear to turn into anything that they've seen, potentially, because they turned into our main character relatively early on, and it seems that they might not have actually seen a dragon, but they sure as shit saw that dragon in that commercial.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like, seeing the transition from gorilla to ostrich to whale, I legitimately wouldn't mind giving this entire team the keys to a Donkey Kong movie or series.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Animation. Yeah, cool. All of these people get big ticks. Ramon Arango, Andy Cox, Simone Fiorito, Alexa Gendron, Beatrice Imrie, Laura Lucens, Mahesh D. Math, Norant Rossi, Martin Scalzotto, and Daniel Lim Tian. Oh, I'm not reading all of these. That's impossible.
Okay, let's do the halfway house. We can read them all. We're just not saying them all out loud.
True. Like, everything. Background. Yeah, background, forefront, foreground, straight shifting. Like, What is there to say? My god, the dance sequence while the big revelation was happening was great.
Yes. Yeah, even that. Like, I think the first reveal that we got was that Ambrosius and Ballister were romantically involved right early on. I think that's the first actual reveal that we got. And then we got the reveal that, yes, it's they're not just doing medieval stuff in a modern town. They are actually combining the modern stuff with the medieval aesthetic. It's always going to remind me of Leeds in a stupid way. Like the underside of the bridge where the train station is, they've got just this exact aesthetic of like cobblestone and brickwork from the Industrial Revolution, interspersed with neon and like modern fittings. It just feels like that taken to the next degree for the entire aesthetic for the city, and I just think that looks really, really, really interesting and good.
I get you. That is a cute way of drawing the monster form of the Mona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm a country boy. Like, I'm not a country boy. I live on the outskirts of London, but I live in a village, so it's one of those where, I can hop on a train and go to London proper in about an hour.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, apart from the fact there's no fields and cows and shit, I basically live in the countryside.
I mean, I'm similar. I'm 20 minutes away from a bunch of cities. Like, pick a city and go. But the village is a village, and I'm a mile away from that as well. Like, you've been in my place.
Yeah.
It's just the back field is indeed a field.
I mean, I'm saying all of this, but if you drive about 5 minutes away, we've got the reservoir. and on the hills there is a fuck ton of sheep. So...
Oh, yeah.
You know...
Yeah, same with us. Like, I took you up on the roller coaster, didn't we?
Yeah, the roller coaster is what Rick calls a road near him, because if you take it too fast, you die.
Yep. Well, more the fact that you leave your stomach behind.
Yeah, you get that weird flippy shit you get from a lot of roller coasters. In your stomach, I mean.
Mm-hmm. And, I've grown out of taking it at speed.
I gotta be honest with you, that happened to me once when another person was driving, and I was like, that wasn't fun. And the only reason I didn't say anything is because the other passenger in the car was throwing a fit.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, depending on who it is, sometimes that's a carte blanche to do it every fucking time.
Oh, God, yeah, no, if someone did it more than once, I'd be like, yeah, you've made your point, can you fucking stop?
Mm-hmm.
Man, the Queen ended up being a nothing character, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Although then again, if the Queen wasn't in this at all, then there wouldn't have been a spark. So
yeah, there wouldn't have been the precedent of equality that needed to be squashed.
I more meant the fact that she got fucking murdered, but okay.
Sure. Like 20 years prior, when Ballister first got the ability to wield a sword.
I mean,
like, as dictated by the Queen.
Looking back at it, that first scene of him breaking in and fucking going murder ham on a mannequin, like, how much was he like Nimona when he was a kid?
Yeah. Instrument of chaos.
I still can't believe a bunch of grown knights in full armour dogpiled a child. Fuck me. I get it, but fuck me, overkill is underrated in this world, I guess.
Hey, you can't have overkill without kill.
Okay. We've got 7 minutes left of credits, Rick. Anything else you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about more local shit that our American listeners won't be able to understand? Other day we found a big rock and we threw it at the smaller rocks.
Yeah, the rock fell apart into 2 bits.
There's a question.
That's why we get... Go ahead.
There's a question for you, Rick. What stupid shit did you do as a kid to pass the time that looking back on it, you're like, how the fuck did I find that fun? And you think about it for 2 seconds, it's like, it wasn't fun, it was just more interesting than standing still and looking at the clouds.
Melted wax crayons against the radiator.
Fuck me, Rick. How pissed were your parents at you?
They were only annoyed because it smelt like burning and they thought I'd been smoking.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I'm not an expert, I just would have imagined melted wax would be a bitch to clean.
No, it was actually really clean. It just kind of turned into melt and then just drooped down and then dripped down to the bottom. And then.
But did you not have carpet?
I did, but I also caught it.
Oh, okay. So you're more intelligent than not at all as a child.
Yeah. So here's the thing: if I caught it all, it would solidify into something, and then I could use it again for the same trick.
Fucking yeah, fair enough.
I recycled my own stupidity.
Did I?
The other one was.
Go on, sorry.
The other one was like when I was like super bored at like first school. It started out as, okay, there are these little pots of PVA glue, these little trays and spatulas. If you can pick the PVA glue off it and make it look clean, and that passes the time. And then it devolved into, we've run out of that, so let's just cover our hands in PVA glue and then be able to pick that off later.
Yeah, that sounds more childlike. What you first described sounded like a really early sign of autism.
I mean, it's just picking glue off shit.
Oh, fuck me, I've not seen Production Babies in years. That tells you how long this was in for fucking production for, eh? But yeah, did I ever tell you about a game I used to play as a child called Run Away from the Bees?
I don't think you have.
Oh, cool, great. Like, it's a very simple game, and most of the rules are in the name. It was first school. There was a beehive tucked behind a tree, but it was so low down that children of that height could pretty much touch it and reach it.
Okay.
And what you'd have, it was a boys' game. Girls didn't want to play it because they have more fucking common sense. Where if you were someone you know struggling with, yeah, okay, that's nice.
I want to talk about it. Yeah.
But so it was a very simple game. You get the group of boys. There was usually 5 of us at most. Any more than that, and the running away would become troublesome. And we'd walk in. We'd all be under the tree. The beehive was there. And then the bravest of us would get as close as possible, grab the tree as close to the beehive as possible, and then shake it like a mad fuck, and then we'd run away from the bees as they would get angry.
Title drop of the game, run away from the bees.
And yet, weirdly, I don't think we ever got stung. But, you know, it's one of those where, looking back at it, it's like, no, why would anyone think this is a fun game? And it's like, it was a school. You could get a ball and play with balls. But no, we wanted to piss off bumblebees. Oh, Jesus.
There was a game at our school. I think it was something that they played at a lot of school. They called it Red Arse.
Oh, yeah, that's a football thing. That's common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
you want to explain to our American
people's asses until it goes red?
In ours, it was a bit more competitive than that. One person would be goalkeeper, whoever was first, sod fucking law, and then everyone else who's playing would try and score a goal. The rule was you had to volley it. You couldn't just score a goal normally, otherwise that would be a bit too easy. So you had to self-volley and kick a ball into the goal. If the goalkeeper saved it, congratulations. The person who kicked the ball swaps places with the goalkeeper. You go like this until there's only one person left. Whoever's in the goal when everyone scored their self-volley goal, congratulations, they then have to turn around. You don't pull your pants down, you just sort of bend over so your arse is on prime display, and everybody who scored a goal gets to kick the ball as hard as they can at the person's arse. Hence red arse, because that's what their arse would look like at the end.
Yep. You might want to anti-tuck your testicles.
Pretty much, here's one of the saving graces, is that most people, when they do a really powerful kick, means they're not accurate.
Yep.
So, except for that, you always had 1 or 2 kids who were really actually decent at football. and they'd
the striker kid.
And they'd fuck you up, and you'd be like, I don't play no more.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they'd never end up in goal because good at football.
Yep.
It's like, hey, how come a lot of these nerdy kids don't like football? Because a lot of kids come up with sadistic games like this.
Yeah.
Hey, you child who's not good at football, we're gonna beat you.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna use the pretense of football as a way to just justify assaulting you.
Like, we're laughing about it and chuckling about it, and you're just like, oh, yeah, that was almost certainly child abuse.
Yeah, that's hazing. That's a form of torture.
It's one of those where it gets hand waved because kids will be kids, but kids are idiots.
Yes. And those that are not are even more dangerous.
Yeah. Because they won't break your body; they'll break your spirit.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't have the muscle to break your body; they just have the creativity to break your spirit in ways that only matter when you're a child.
I mean, you say that, but I remember one time, fuck me, this was weird, when I first started my most recent job in a supermarket. I say most recent, I've been working there for 9 fucking years, but when I first started, there was a girl working with me. I won't say her name, but she doesn't work there no more, and will probably unlikely hear this, but whatever. She once sat down with me on break, which wasn't uncommon. We'd take our breaks at the same time, because back then I didn't have a smartphone, so it was quite boring. And she said, what would you do if you found out that someone was cheating on you? And I was like, I'd end the relationship and then consider it a lost cause because I care, but not that much. And then she said, without missing a beat, I would mentally break them. And I was just like, what? It's like, yeah, no, I would find it. I'd do my research. I'd make sure they didn't know I knew. And I would break every element of their spirit that I could. And I was like, is this a real fucking conversation? Because this sounds like an anime backstory.
Yeah. Just a villain origin story.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, the way she said it, I was like, oh, is there a camera? What the fuck's going on? Who the fuck says that? So calmly as well. That's the thing that got me. Anyway, as I was alluded to, the movie's finished. Rick, thoughts?
I enjoyed every moment of it. I think I even said early on, not even that early on, about 20 minutes in, there's not been a single wasted scene. And in fact, the only times that we ended up pontificating over the movie was when it was not a wasted scene per se, but a quiet moment where all you had to do was watch. And you could just absorb everything just by like watching visually and letting it process in your head. And just absolute masterpiece. How about you? What do you reckon?
Yeah, there's very little wrong with this film, if anything. I was just so absorbed with how much I was enjoying it, I didn't really have time to nitpick things. Which, we're a review show. Part of our shtick is we nitpick things. And guess what? Our weakest links are going to be nitpicks, because this was a damn good movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Animation,
absolutely.
Stellar. Voice work, stellar. Music choice, stellar. There's really not much to fault it. But then again, I think it's pretty obvious that aside from the bullshit hell that this film had to go through to get made, like, considering the source material, it's clearly a passion project for N.D. Stevenson.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like a roller coaster as well. Like, as soon as you see a plot beat coming up, you know it's going to happen, but you're still along for the ride,
Yeah, and disregarding the fact that some of it was predictable, there were moments where it was not predictable, at least for me.
Yeah, predictable doesn't mean bad.
No, absolutely. It's a principle I wish wrestling would take notice of, because a lot of times they just do random U-turns that make no sense because people guessed this would happen, and it's like, that's not a bad thing.
But it was me, Dio.
Oh, fuck yeah, though. It was also a problem that fucking Game of Thrones had, basically, after they stopped having source material to copy, because they decided that, no, we don't want an interesting, compelling story. We want to have surprises for surprises' sake.
Yeah, we want to bamboozle the Redditors. Which was a better twist? Is it but it was me, Dio, or is it was me, Barry?
Oh, Dio's more epic.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get to our usual rundown, I suppose. Rick, it's going to be a tough one, I know, but do you have a favourite moment?
I loved all of Nimona's metal faces and crazy goblin death faces and murder faces. The one that sticks out the most to me is after the shape-shifting scene in which she becomes a whale for most of it, and where her teeth go incredibly sharp, there's fire in her eyes, and she just goes, metal. It's about 123 left to go, so I can't tell exactly when it is from the start, but 123 left to go.
Yeah, it was a fun running gag, was Nimona just going, metal.
Yeah, and just fire in her eyes, just making her eyes light up red. How about you? What was your favourite moment?
I have to give it to this because I was legitimately tearing up and bordering on crying, and that was the fucking... I guess it's a stinger, really, for lack of a better word, because my English isn't good, despite being English, where she was so ready to just kill herself.
Yes. Yes.
It was just fucking... I don't know, man. I think you see it too much in films where there's not enough gravity put on the moment.
Yeah. And, like, it was all stopped by Ballister just being there, right there at the moment that he needed to be.
Like, I don't want to use the term on the nose, but, like, it's a perfect metaphor for what millions of people go through.
Yes.
Like,
they even put it at the end, like, if you're not okay, they have the hotline that they've linked.
Yeah. And sometimes all it takes is one person to just be there and be like, I see you.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, I won't linger anymore because it's making me tear up again. Rick, it's going to be a tough category to fill today, but do you have a weakest link?
So, it's a bit of a meta one, and ultimately I believe it was for the best. But the fact that it took so long to finish, because of getting passed around like a dirty rag between studios, like studios closing down left and right, and just the project itself being left in the lurch, and being left in so much uncertainty. It must have been hell on the people that really cared, like Nate in particular, obviously wanted this to be as best as it could be, and you'd struggle to get better than this, but during production, I'm sure it must have been rough.
The passion and the drive to see this film to fruition absolutely sunk into the final product.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad we got it, because I probably wasn't going to read the comic. I've got nothing against comics. I love comics and graphic novels. I just don't read a lot nowadays.
True. But yeah, how about you? What was your weakest link, if you have one at all?
Oh, it's so fucking tough. I think my weakest link is going to be the punching bag that was Todd was too on the nose, too hammy, as it were. Like, it's just a stereotypical douchebag jock. And I want to stress, I loved it, and I wanted to punch him throughout the film, but I'm going to pick a weak link, and it's going to be Todd.
Yeah, he had some real US agent vibe, you know?
I guess.
Like that face that you really want to punch.
But yeah, that brings us to our penultimate question, which I think is also going to be tough. Rick, who's your MVP?
So, yeah, it is tough, because I'd say there's 4 main players here.
You got to give it a 1.
We've got Nimona herself, we've got Ballister, we've got Golden Loin, and we've got Nate Stevenson himself. And I'm going to give it to Nate. Andy Stevenson, you're an absolute champion, and we want to see more of your work. Hopefully not as
make a kaiju
troubled
movie
in production as this. Yeah,
please,
yeah.
I'm begging you. You can clearly do it.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, Nate, you got one from me. How about you?
Yeah, I'm torn between 2, and I think we're both just going to just get it out of the way. Silver medal to Nimona, they're the title character, and they were fun throughout, but my MVP award's going to Ballister. Sure,
absolutely.
It feels wrong, almost dirty, not to give it to Nimona, but I feel like Ballister's half of the story was just as impactful, and that final moment and that final shot of him just going, yeah, I see you, and I'm sorry, it really tugged at my heartstrings.
Yeah, I think Nimona being both of our number 2s is also kind of a big deal. So I think this is one of those times where we can give like an honorary third one that's shared between us.
Yeah, but fuck it. Your MVP award goes to Nate. My MVP award goes to Ballister. But we both want to give an MVP nod to Nimona because they do deserve it.
Yep, absolutely.
Like, there we go. I think we can't say any fairer than that. So, unfortunately, that's the end of Nimona. It was well worth the wait. We had to put it off, but that's fine. I can't wait to see what basically this team works on next, if anything.
Yeah.
With that said, as always, if you're watching via YouTube, we have that comment section down below. If you're not watching via YouTube, but instead listening via one of our many audio platforms, you can instead send us an email. Where's said email at, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
And as always, our inbox is pristine and clean. What a pleasant sight. So join us again next week where we're doing something. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, as always.
Ta-ra!